here in Penang for round 3 of the Toyota Gazoo Racing Festival. It's season 3. We are here as the championship leader, coming into round 3. It's going to be a tough one. Batu Kawan, it is to me an iconic track because it is the first track that we've had the first ever Gazoo Racing Festival 3 seasons ago. It is to me also one of the toughest tracks out there. It's actually very narrow, pretty much quite technical as well, and the best part is everyone's quick this year. We finished practice yesterday, and results wasn't great, but I was really happy with how we kind of progressed with the car. So the car came from S1K, and through S1K you do 181 laps, and there are a lot of components that needed to be changed or replaced due to the wear and tear. So we ironed out the car yesterday. It felt good throughout practice. So we had a total of 3 practices yesterday. By the official practice, which was the last practice, I think we've got a good car for qualifying, which is happening today, followed by race 1. So overall, I feel good. It's important that we come out and collect more points in pursuit of the championship. It's not going to be easy though, because based on history, there's been a lot of accidents and mishaps here in Penang due to the size of the track. So it's actually super narrow, and that causes issues during the race that might not be caused by yourself, maybe by someone else, and you basically lose out in terms of finishing the race or your position throughout. So yeah, we've got to play smart. It's not gonna be easy at all. I don't really have a game plan. So we're gonna see how we stand in qualifying before we decide on our race 1 strategy and how we move out throughout the weekend. So yeah, which is luck, because I think we need it, and see you out on track. They started off with qualifying. We had a really good setup for Penang. Actually, I like the Penang circuit a lot. It's quite technical. It requires a lot of commitment, and somehow or another, I kind of like the flow. So it's got nice sweepers. It's got a really good flow to it, and I can get into a rhythm really easily, and it feels good. We spent the first 3 practice sessions setting up the car. We didn't have much tires to play with, so we weren't quick in practice at all, but I knew with the new tires we would have a better pace. So yeah, we came into qualifying. The qualifying session started, and right out of the box, first 2 flying laps, we put in 115 flat. I came back to the pits just to check our position. We were sitting in first for the most of the qualifying session, and I think it was the last 5-8 minutes where Kenny Lee actually clocked 115 flat as well. It's a few thousandths of a second faster than us. So again, we had to go out, did 1 flying lap, and and took the car to a 1:14.6, which I think would be a record for the Penang circuit. If I remember correctly, we were clocking 1:15 in season 1. So I managed to break the 1:15 barrier, brought it down to 1:14. So we're the only car in the 1:14 bracket. So overall, I knew we had a good car for the race. The car felt really good. It just flowed, and the balance was there, and that gave me the confidence to actually push it to the limit lap after lap after lap. Anyway, we started the race in pole position. Had a very good start. I mean, generally I'm not great at standing starts, but yeah, I had a great start yesterday. I wouldn't say phenomenal or something, but it was good enough to keep us in front. We had a clean start. There's no touching. Penang has a history of poor starts, and accidents happening by the first corner or the first two corners. But yeah, we had a clean start, and I just pushed all the way to the end. So in terms of championship points, we led from start to finish, and in terms of championship points, we are in the lead now with a good buffer of 12 points, which I'm happy heading to race 2. So race 2 is coming up later today, and it's a reverse grid for top 6 drivers, so we'll be starting from 6th position. It's not an easy track to overtake. There's probably hardly any room to overtake, so we should be finishing in 6th position as well, but it really depends on how the start goes, because it's a standing start. If I can make up some position and keep it clean, maybe someone will make a mistake in front where we can capitalize, but other than that, looks like the final position is pretty much fixed. But again, getting the points heading to Sepang is important. We're now 55 kilos, so based on our calculations, we'll be out of podium for race 2, where we will lose 5 kilos, so we will be with a 50 kilo success ballast headed to Sepang. Might be a disadvantage to us, but then again, let's see how we can play this out. Looking forward to race 2. Okay, so we just started race 2, and it was a dramatic start to the race. I started the race with 55 kilos. After winning race 1 yesterday, I had 20 additional kilos of success ballast. So that brought it up to 55 kilos in total. And so I started the race maintaining 6th position, and went around first 2 bends. By the 3rd turn, where we were all up to speed, entered the turn, and the car basically ran wide, and I was quite amazed. I was amazed at why would the car run wide, because we've had a really good setup the whole weekend. And coming to turn 4, after missing the apex on 3, missed the apex on 4, clipped the wall on the exit of 4, and basically blew the one front and one rear tire. Basically cost me the race. Headed back to the pits, swapped tires, and I knew my only opportunity was to gain the fastest lap, because that would carry 1 championship point. So I went out, focused on lap times, and I did get the fastest lap.
and lucky enough we had 2 DNFs from other teams that allowed me to finish in 6th position with good points, and we have Mark Darwin in 5th. So all in all, I only lost out in terms of 1 point for the weekend, taking us to the final round with 11 points lead. So all in all, it was a great result. It wasn't a great race, but it was a great result for me and the team, and looking forward to heading to the Sepang race. Okay, so back to the weight. I didn't expect 55 kilos to make such a big difference. So again, we started the race with 35 kilos coming from Bandar Malaysia. But seriously, you know, the additional 20 kilos really threw the car off. It was understeering a lot more. I was basically running a lot wider around the bends if I was trying to carry speed. So I had to adjust my driving style to be able to achieve somewhat of a good lap time. And it was I think Sepang is going to be tough, so we'll lose 5 kilos because we didn't finish top 3, so we'll head to Sepang with 50 kilos. We'll head to Sepang with 50 kilos additional weight, and I think 50 kilos is going to make a big difference in a track like Sepang. So I don't know if we can counter it with car setup, but yeah, it's going to be a tough one. Let's see how we can play this out, strategize our entry to Sepang as well, which will be happening in April. But all in all, I'm happy with the weekend, with the result, and with the position and the championship points which we have right now heading to the final round. Hope you enjoyed the race. It was dramatic on my part, but in the end, we still got the results that we didn't really hope for it. We didn't hope for it, but I think it will be it's a good start heading to the final round of the Toyota Gazoo Racing Series Season 3. So we'll see you in Sepang.
Dan sekarang tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, jangan sekadar tepuk tangan, tapi tepuk sorak jerit juara Race 1 Super Sporting Class perlombaan pertama Tengku Djan.